Okie dokie. So I'm going to show you the strategy I use for finding and collecting and getting the best keywords for each individual board. It's really important to include keywords in your boards just because that's how people find you through search. Obviously, it's different if somebody is visiting your profile directly from your blog or your business website or something like that. But for somebody to discover your content on Pinterest specifically, they've got to be able to find your content through some kind of keyword, whether that's in your board, on your pin itself, or within your profile description. So for the purposes of this tutorial, we're going to be finding where you can get good keywords for your board description. So let's go to let's do blogging and business, because that one's kind of an easy one that I think a lot of people can relate to. So these are the keywords that I have now. So let's edit this board. Let's get rid of those keywords. Let's pretend I never had them in the first place. So that's what I've got now. I've got my board title, nothing for the description. Back in the day, some people used to write like nice looking, like wordy descriptions for their boards, but that honestly doesn't matter anymore. Who reads a board description? I know I don't. I don't think a lot of people do. So that's why it's a great place to utilize keywords. So let's go in, edit the board. So what we'll want to do is have two tabs open. You're going to want to have your actual board, edit screen here, and then in the second tab, you're going to want to just visit Pinterest.com just so you can use this search box. So what we're going to do is, first of all, think about what is the first thing that your board is about. This one, blogging. So let's type in blogging, and you'll see here that you get all of these great keyword suggestions right off the bat. So what I do is I just copy them into here, because this is what people are searching for, right? So the only bad thing is that Pinterest doesn't actually save what you're searching for, so you kind of have to manually do it, which can be kind of a pain in the ass sometimes, but it's totally worth it. Blogging ideas. What was that last one? Blogging for money. Oops. Okay, so those are our 5 base keywords. So now we're going to expand on those a little bit more, starting with the second one that we got because we already searched for blogging. So now we're going to take blogging for beginners and put that into the search box. Okay, so we're just going to take blogging for beginners and put that one into the search box. Continue entering them here. So you can kind of see how it breaks down where, this was one of the original keywords that we found, and then using that keyword we were able to kind of branch out into these more specific ideas, and that's really great because that's what people search for when they're on Pinterest. They're not just searching blogger or blog or blogging, they're typing in things like blogging for beginners ideas, blogging for money, how do I do this, how do I do that. So this is a really great way to get keywords because it's really hard to kind of try and imagine what people will search for because people search for really weird stuff. So this is a good way to get around that, and having to kind of read people's minds is just look for what they're actually looking for. So we'll just go through, grab these last two, and like I said, it's super monotonous, especially if you have like 100 boards to do it to. I keep doing the same thing. Especially if you have like 100 boards to do it to, but it's really, really worth it. After I added keyword descriptions to all my boards, I saw a huge increase in people finding me organically through Pinterest search and repinning the pins that they found using those searches. So now we have maxed out all of the blogging for beginners keywords that we found, or at least the top 5 that we found. So now I'll move on to blogging tips. Anyway, so yeah, you just do this. You go through them. We can skip that one. And I will show you what I come up with once I've gone through them all. Okay, so I hope that that kind of gives you a good idea on how you can find good keywords for your boards. Obviously, when you're doing this, don't include the keywords that come up that don't fit with your board topic. That's not good. Just use it as more of an idea generator, so you're not trying to guess what people are searching for, but rather targeting the keywords that they are looking for. And one thing to keep in mind is that there is a character max of 500 for the keyword descriptions, so you're going to want to make sure that you want to make sure that the keywords that you choose are worth it and good, and you don't want to max out your 500 characters with keywords that don't really matter or don't really add value to your board. So just something to keep in mind. So these are all of the keywords that I got for this blogging and business board. Obviously, my first keyword that I started with was blogging, and then from blogging I got blogging for beginners, blogging tips, blogging ideas, blogging for money. And then from there I was able to drill down even further and get all of these extra ones. So I hope that was helpful, and leave a comment below if you need any help with this strategy.